Hello, hello, hello. It's Libra Finesse here, back with another video. Hope everyone's doing well and enjoying the videos that I'm posting on my channel. I love my subscribers. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for your love and support. Today I am talking about a snippet. Well, actually, I'm doing a snippet on one of my favorite YouTube tarot readers, the Ghetto Nun. Her channel is My Trippin' or Not Tarot. Um, she posts a lot. She'll do signs. She'll do Grab Bag Monday. She'll do divine feminine, divine masculine readings. So she does a lot of good readings. I really appreciate her work. I appreciate the entertainment on her channel. I appreciate her intuitiveness. I appreciate her realness overall. It's just really good content. And again, like I always tell everybody, watch the videos. They're lengthy. This one probably was an hour and a half, but I'm going to do a snippet on it, run down just the key points that she talked about. But if you have the time, you don't have to do it today or tomorrow, but I would suggest that you listen to the reading. It's hella funny. She's super cool. We're from the same town. I'm from LA. She lives in LA. I don't know if she's from there, but she lives there. I don't live there anymore. I live in Arizona, but I love LA. I'm from LA. I was born in Bellflower, raised in Paramount, Long Beach, Lakewood, all of that. So when she talks about Slauson and Crenshaw, I'm from there. That's my town, so I know exactly what she's talking about. She did a post today, and she named it Hot Tub Time Machine. Again, she's a YouTube tarot reader. She pulls cards. I don't base my snippets on their cards. A lot of things that I say in my videos, I don't base it on their card readings because I don't know the cards. I don't have that knowledge yet. Again, share your mind with me in my comments below. Let me know some good starter decks. If you are into reading, definitely let me know how you got started. Just drop a line below in my comment section. Share your mind with me is what I always say. So the beginning of her reading, she did pull a card of bells, and she referenced it to being a message of raising your vibration and taking heed to warning signs, because when bells ring, a lot of times it is a warning sign. She talks about how bells were used in ancient histories to weed out evil spirits. And I believe that's true. I really can resonate with that. She also talks about, she sings the song. She does a lot of singing. Beautiful voice. Shout out to the nun. She referenced the song today by Biggie Smalls, You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You. And it's sad, but she didn't mean it in a physical sense. Like, people try to kill your spirit. People try to kill your vibe. People try to kill your mojo. Stuff like that. She talks about be aware of someone having a greedy eye for your light. Me personally, I feel like I'm a divine feminine. I have a bright aura. A lot of people have told me, oh my God, I love your energy. Your aura's bright. I can see it. I haven't always been like that because I did have my bout with depression, but coming up out of that, I am a better person today. I can say that. My energy level is really high most of the time. I have my days, as a lot of people do, but for the most part, my energy is high. Like, I was in the bank the other day, and this guy was like, oh, I love your energy. When I go places and, I ask people, how are you doing? They ask me how I'm doing. I say, great, marvelous, fantastic, exceptional. My apologies. My vibration is always, it's for the most part, I'm going to say 87% of the time, my vibration is really high. So I can understand that. I can see the difference from when I'm around people, how they are, especially people I've dated. My latest relationship, he just was in a bad spot in his life, and where he comes from, I wouldn't even say a bad spot in his life, but where he comes from, like, he's always telling me, "Oh my God, you're so bubbly and lovey and joyous," and I'm like, "Damn, aren't I supposed to be like that?" But where he comes from is like you can tell when people were raised on survival as opposed to love. No shade to anybody because I feel like everybody's family show love in different ways, but you can just tell. And I am always like happy go lucky. A lot of people think I'm flirting with them because I'm so just out there. I'm so happy and I'm so friendly all the time. Yeah, I was in a relationship and he would get so upset with me because he's like, "Oh, you flirting, you," and I'm like, "No, that's just how I am. Where I'm from, Cali, stand up, we're friendly out there. Yeah, we have our handful of people that are Oscar the Grouches and fucking Grinches, but for the most part, I'm a happy person and I grew up around happy people. So my light shines on other people and people feed off of that. People feed off my energy, my laughter, all of that. So shout out to everybody who's happy all the time for the most part. I ain't gonna say all the time, but damn, you wake up with a smile on your face. I never understood people that woke up angry. I'm like, God damn, did you have a good dream? Did the fact that you woke up and you're breathing, shouldn't that put a smile on your face? The fact that you can get up out the bed and go run fresh water, you have soap and a clean home, you got food, shouldn't that put a smile on your face? Like, God damn. Like, I don't understand when people wake up angry. Like, I've never woken up angry. Even if I've woken up in pain, like with my pregnancies towards the end, women who have bare children know, like, at the end, when you big and the baby land on, it seemed like every one of your fucking organs, you wake up like, I used to wake up tired. I used to wake up like, damn, I felt like I didn't get no sleep because I'm tossing and turning all night. But even then, you wake up with a smile on your face. I woke up with a smile on my face like, oh, wow, I have life in me. I am growing life. My child is healthy. Like I'm nearing the term. I'm nearing, my gestation period. I'm getting ready to bring forth life. Like, I don't know. I just don't understand when people wake up angry or are angry all the time. It's like, damn, you don't have nothing to be happy about. The fact that you have your 2 legs, arms, and eyes and ears that you can use, you ain't happy about that shit? Find God. And when I say that, you'll understand I say that a lot in my readings. Find God means find yourself, because obviously you don't know yourself. Find the God in you. Find the peace in you. Find the happiness in you. So when I say find God, that's what it means. Find your motherfucking self. Like a lot of people, when they get on negative stuff, I'll be like, ooh, find God. Like find something happy. Find something peaceful, because you on some bullshit right now. Like that's what I mean by find God. She also talked about being laughing at being underestimated. And I love that because a lot of people underestimate people just by nature, I guess. I don't know why we do it, but we underestimate people. And I love it when people underestimate me because I'm a dope ass individual. I'm a pretty fly ass woman. Like, I've had people underestimate my work skills. Like, I've done bookkeeping and accounting for over 13 years, and a lot of people be like, oh, I didn't ask you because I didn't think you knew. Like, and no shade against different offices or different workplaces and stuff, but I know some people can relate to this. A lot of offices I worked in, I've been the only African American, and it sucks because I've witnessed people looking down upon me and my work because of who I am. I be the youngest black girl there, but I know my shit. Like, I'm not stupid, and I'm not the type of person where I'm going to sit back and guess some shit. Like, if I don't know, I'm going to find the answer, whether that be Google, whether that be going to ask someone else in the office, a colleague, a coworker. I will find the answer. I'm not going to sit back and do shitty work. But a lot of times I have been underestimated, and it just makes you laugh when you come out on top of that. So she talked about that, and I can honestly resonate with that. I love her randomness because she will just bust out in song in the middle of her readings. It is fucking hilarious. I love it. You got to check it out. Today, she bust out talking about animals. She also talked about living places where there's hair in the street. Like, I have lived some places in the ghetto, and you'll be walking down the street and you'll see damn near a whole pack of braid hair. Chicks, you know what I'm talking about if you get your hair braided and it come in that pack. And you be like, damn, was somebody out here fighting last night? Where did all that fucking hair come from? Like she talked about seeing a whole track like a whole bundle of hair. And I just laugh because I know that neighborhood where the Converse are thrown up on the electrical wires, and you walking down the street and you see hair in the street. You like, damn, was y'all out here fighting in the middle of the night? Like, where the fuck this come from? And then she also talked about boba tea. I see a lot of those places here in Arizona. The place I go get my nails done at, one of the ladies there owns a boba tea restaurant. So she talks about, she promotes that. Me personally, I've never had it. I've been places and I've seen it, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. Them balls at the bottom look like fish eggs. I'm good. Like, it might be tasty. I'm not knocking it because eventually I'll try it, but I'm a texture person. Like, I don't like certain things. Like, I don't like oily foods. It turns me the hell off. Like, growing up, I really didn't like grits because of the texture. Now I'll fuck some grits up. I love some grits. Shout out to IHOP. They got some bomb grits. On site of homemade, they're bomb. But I'm a texture person. I don't like certain textures. It just turns me off. It just, So, yeah, shout out to her with the boba tea. I got to try that. She also gets into third-party relationships. I don't know how many of you out there have been part of that. Me, personally, I have been part of it one time. And knowing I should have walked off, I put myself through a lot of bullshit that was unnecessary. So she talked about having no respect for that. In dating, you want a person that's woke. You should want somebody, as a divine feminine, we should be attracting a divine masculine. Like, we shouldn't be entertaining fuck shit. You attract what you attract, but it's what you entertain which talks about your character or person. So we have to learn how not to entertain a lot of the bullshit that we attract. And we, as divine feminine, you vibrate high, you have a bright aura, you're a good person, you're bubbly, your personality's great, you got good conversation, you're gonna attract people, all sorts of people. You're not just gonna attract what you are. I mean, a lot of times we would like for it to be like that, but that's not the way it always goes. So when you attract certain things, you have to learn how to weed out bullshit. And I really believe that's what she's talking about. Okay, she has no tolerance for that third party shit. And I totally understand being, I was in it, and that shit wasn't fun at all. By no means. When she talked about attracting woke people, I want somebody that's woke. I want somebody that can help me on a conscious level, somebody that I can relate to on a conscious level also, somebody that we can feed each other's energy. Like, I don't want somebody that's draining my damn energy. Every time I'm talking to you, you got an attitude for no goddamn reason. You mad at life, you mad at your mama, you mad at the world. I don't got time for that. Nobody want to deal with that. I mean, find some help. That's all I can say. Find some help at that point, because I don't want it in my life. I don't want it in my household. I don't want that type of energy around me at all. If you angry, find the source of your anger and address that. That's all I'm saying about that. So she also talks about being realistic. Everybody has baggage. So again, it's what we entertain, because everybody comes with their fair share of issues, whether it's a baby mama, whether it's family issues. Everybody comes with their own set of issues. So don't be judgmental as best we can, because as humans, we're judgmental by nature. I mean, everybody can say, oh, I don't judge. I try my best not to, so I'm very mindful of what I do, but I catch myself sometimes being judgmental, and I'm like, dang, that ain't right, because I don't know that person like that. I don't know them enough to judge anything. I don't know anybody well enough to judge them besides myself. I can't judge my mom. I can't judge my dad. I can't judge my brother. I can't judge my friends. I don't know mentally what you go through that makes you arrive at the logic that you have. Even if I feel it's some bullshit, hey, you done went through some things that makes you arrive there. Your destination ain't the same as mine. Period, point blank. I understand that. I understand people have judgmental, but I understand people have baggage, and we have to be understanding to that. We have to be really understanding to that. She also talked about the divine feminine looking for satisfaction. You know what you want. When you see bullshit, walk away from it as best you can. I'm not saying just cut motherfuckers off because they full of bullshit sometimes, or don't just cut a person off because they show signs of being a bullshitter. It's all in what you're willing to deal with. So Learn how to walk away is what she was saying. Walk away from some shit. A lot of stuff we don't even have to put up with. We choose to put up with that stuff. But we have to learn how to walk away from bullshit. She also talks about women who want a man. Everybody wants a man. Don't nobody want a boy. I raise my boys. I'm not sleeping with boys. And to me, being a man is just having your own. And I don't mean in a materialistic sense. Have your own mind. Have your own say so. Have your own, be your own person. That's what I mean by having your own. Yes, it's nice to have your own job, a car, a place. That's great. And I feel like as adults, that's what we should have. But I'm looking at it more on a spiritual level. Have your own mind. Don't be easily influenced by the culture or what you see on TV or what's in the media. I don't like that. I really don't. And I don't really know men who respect women who feel like everything that's going on in media is real life. Like, have your own voice, have your own opinion about stuff. Shout out to the nun for that. Women want to date a man, not a boy. She also talked about divine feminines having problems sleeping, which could be due to the masculine energy, divine masculine energy. Everybody is not with their divine masculine. And everybody don't want to be with their divine masculine. Your divine masculine may be going through some shit right now. And us as humans being in sync with each other, you may be picking up on some of that. You may be picking up on his sleepless nights because he's doing some shit that he probably ain't got no business doing. Who knows? It don't resonate for everybody, but if it do resonate for you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. She mentioned your divine masculine can be laying up with a thought. You running back to that Tatiana and laying up with her, and you of course you having some sleepless nights if you laying next to a Neanderthal looking bitch. Shout out to the nun, like she says that, Neanderthal face, you laying next to Neanderthal face. Yeah, I would have some sleepless nights too. It sucks because a lot of people can't stand on their own. So your divine masculine might be laying up with that Tatiana bitch because she got a place and he don't. She got a car and he don't. It sucks. It don't make it right. And that's what I mean by have your own, stand on your own. I'm not about to lay up with a man because he got a place. Guess what? Because I have my own place. I'm not going to lay up with a man because he got a car. Guess what? Because I have 2 cars. Like I'm not into that. And one of my favorite songs from the 90s, and I really wish men would just tap into that, is Satisfy You by Puff Daddy and R. Kelly. Puff Daddy's line in that song was so real. He says, when you spend time with your woman and listen, it shines more than any baguette diamond can glisten. And he says, I can't impress you with the cars or with the wealth because any woman with will and drive can get it herself. He's like, I'd rather show you as heartfelt, make your heart melt, and prove to you you more important than anything else. I love that because I'm the type of woman, I like nice things. I really do. But I'm not the type, I'm going to get with him. I'm going to go talk to him because he got a Ferrari. Oh, he driving a Maserati. He work at Honeywell. He is CEO here. No, let me get to know you. Fuck what you have to bring to the table. We'll get to that later because my table's full. My table's already made. My table's set. Let me get to know you on an intimate, a personal level. Let me get into your mind. Let me see what type of character or person you are. Let me get into your personality. What type of morals and values do you have? Fuck what you can bring to the table. Once again, because my table's set. My table has the dishes. It has the food. Let's get on a mental, spiritual level. And then we can talk about all that other stuff later. So I really understand when people be like, you know what? I want a man with his own mind. I want a woman with her own mind. Because at that point, we can feed off of each other energetically. Let me have some of your thoughts. Give me some of your thoughts. I'm going to give you some of my insight. And let's build from there. So I understand when women aren't... Okay, I understand when the nun talks about the divine masculine and some women not being with the divine masculine because, hey, he ain't leveled up to where you at yet. Or even it can go the same for divine masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine. Yo, divine masculine, like, you know what? I'm not with my divine feminine because she ain't leveled up to where I am yet. So in this case, when she was talking about divine masculine, I can totally understand. Hey, you know what? If he having some sleepless nights and you tapping into that, it's probably because, like she said, he laying up with that Tatiana bitch because he hasn't leveled up. He hasn't, leveled up to where you are yet. So y'all can't be together and y'all may never be together. And that's just what it is. She also talks about trusting your intuition. When you feel something ain't right, she be like, something ain't clinked in the milk. Something ain't clinked in the milk. You ain't gonna drink it, are you? No. It's a figure of speech also. When you know something ain't right, you can feel it in your intuition. You know when shit ain't right. She talks about having a man over, and some women, some people may be going through this. This doesn't resonate with me, but she said, you may have a man over, and every time y'all getting ready to have sex, the kid interferes. It interrupts. Your child interrupts, and your child may cry, or your child may just be like, Mom, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I can't sleep. And it's because kids know when a spirit ain't right. They'll cry, they'll interrupt, they'll know. They know. We have to pay attention to that, especially small kids. They know when shit ain't right. She also talks about don't volunteer for low vibe and shit. Sometimes you have to restrict yourself, and that means being disciplined. We have to be disciplined in a lot of areas of our life. A lot of people are disciplined when it comes to eating. Some people are disciplined, I'm only going to do drugs on Tuesdays, whatever the case may be. We have to restrict ourselves from certain things because, like I said in a couple of my videos previously, it comes to a point where, are you a victim or a volunteer? And when I say that, I mean for the bullshit. Are you gladly signing up for that shit? When you see it coming, you know it's coming, and you don't try to derail. You don't try to, not necessarily derail, but you don't try to make a detour. You see the shit, and you're like, oh, there's the bullshit. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's follow the bullshit around the park. No, that's being a volunteer for it. You can only be a victim for so long. And I can't put a time limit on that because everybody goes through what they go through when they go through it. But at some point, you become a volunteer for the bullshit. Especially if you can just walk away from it or wean yourself off of it. Work on that, people. Wean yourself away from the bullshit. She says she also talks about how women make excuses sometimes. Like, oh, I know my divine masculine want me, but he with that Tatiana bitch right now. She's like, if someone wants you, they will make the necessary changes. They will make the necessary changes for you. When a man wants you, it ain't shit in this world that will keep him from you. And that goes both ways for men and women. Like, she touched on that, and I was like, damn, that's some real shit. Like, if somebody wants you on an adult level, and they really want to build with you, it's nothing in this world that would stop them from doing that. So we can't say, oh, he with that bitch now, but he really want me. No, bitch, he wants to be where he is. Like Keisha Cole say. What she say? It ain't about where he at, it's where he want to be. I don't think so. I feel like it's where he at. Because, hey, a lot of motherfuckers want to be millionaires, but are they? No, not yet. So living in the moment, focusing on the moment, it's about where he at. And if he ain't with you, he with the next bitch, like the nun say. So get it together. Pay attention to that bullshit. We gotta really restrict ourselves. She also talks about learning. Leaving a job, not feeling stuck. A lot of people will work a job 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Like I said, get the pen, get the t-shirt, go home and retire. In this day and age, we have freedom. You don't have to feel stuck. You don't have to feel stuck and be places that you don't want to be. My oldest son is 20, and I'm really on him about that. Like, don't be somewhere the fuck you don't want to be. Like, right now, he doesn't have children. He's still living at home, which I love it because I wish I had that opportunity to take the time to find the job I really wanted to work in. I didn't know I really liked accounting until I was like 27. And not to say that's too late, not to say that's too early, but I feel like had I had the opportunity to stay home and learn more about myself and get into the jobs that I really feel like I was interested in, I would have known what I wanted to do way early on. I probably would have known it like 22, 23. Don't feel stuck. She talks about not feeling stuck. Feel free. Take a leap of faith. I talked about this in my previous video. Take a leap of faith. Live in the knowing that everything will work out for you. Read up on your inner self, your mind power. Read up on the miracle of that. It's It's amazing. When you tap into who you really are, you can live in the knowing because you know everything is going to work out for you. Everything is going to work out for you. You have to live in the knowing and taking that leap of faith. She talks about that. And love your life. You're a new person every day. Every day you're a new person. You whether that be a new mindset you pick up, a new habit you break or pick up, either way it goes, you're a new person every day. Love your life. Take a leap of faith. Don't be afraid. And she talks about a big break is here for some of us. And that goes back to just leaning on faith. Taking that leap of faith. Understanding, okay, you know what? I'm going to take this leap of faith because I'm going to live in my knowing. I don't have to see it because I know it. I don't have to see it because I feel it. Living in the knowing and feeling is big. It's big. And she also talks about our success as humans. To everybody, success is different. To me, success is not mounted on how much money you have, how many cars you have, your assets. Success is when you're able to help others. To me, my ultimate success is having my businesses where I'm able to employ people of the community, people who are hard workers, people who are responsible, people who are just ready to build, and people who are providing for their families. That's success to me. Being able to employ people with a good job, a good paying job where they're able to, provide for their family and themselves. She talks about us not wanting to be alone. A lot of people feel like, they need company for success. No, you don't. You don't. And I love that she said that. You don't need company for success. Find your success, because guess what? Your success ain't the next person's success. Find your success and build from that. You don't need company from there. And also she talks about having clarity when you're alone. And I'm not saying, I'm so lonely, I don't have anybody. No, take time to be with yourself. You find clarity when you are being still. When you are being still and listening to your inner voice. Find clarity in being alone. Sit still and listen. Sit in silence to gain understanding. And when you do that, you can reflect and wait for your answers. Some answers are received right away and some aren't, but live again. That goes back. Live in the knowing that, okay, I sat in silence, I'm waiting for my answers. I sat and reflected, I'm waiting on answers, and them answers are going to come to you before you know it, when you least expect it. I love it. I've lived that. I've witnessed that so many times. I've sat back and meditated, gotten silent, listened to my inner self, and like a day or two later, bam, the answer that I was looking for something came to me. Or it'll come to me in a dream. My dreams are so vivid. I love them. I love going to sleep and waking up. And I usually go to a site called auntieflow.com to read up on my dreams, and it's usually good stuff. I've been going to that site for years. I love it. So Nunn talks about sitting, reflecting, and to gain understanding, and to get the answers that you need. She also says listening to bells again. She went back to that, which was in the beginning of the reading. Basically, take heed, because karma comes back on you. Like, if you know a motherfucker's fucked up and you constantly want to be with them, and then you with them and you wondering like, damn, why shit ain't going right in my life? Because you're not supposed to be with that person. A lot of times the things we want, God don't want for us, but God like, bitch, you keep belly aching and whining. Here you go. Here's your shit. Here's what you wanted so bad. And then we end up like, why ain't this working out? I thought it would work out for me, because that's not what God wants for you. And a lot of times we so wrapped up in people that we lose ourselves, and that's not godly. God don't want that from you for you. So listen to the bells, because it's karma that it comes back on you. We pick and choose what we want to know. And it's sad, because we all have gifts that we can unlock. We all have inner knowing that we can listen to. And we pick and choose. We'll get the answer. And since it's not the answer that we wanted, we'll be like, nah, we're not going to pay attention to that. I'm going to wait for the next answer. No, bitch, that's the answer for you right there. No, you don't. You need to leave Tyrone's ass alone, because there's somebody better waiting for you. But you're never going to see that better. You're never going to be with that better. If you keep on holding on to Tyrone, don't be afraid to let go of some shit. Don't be afraid to be alone. That's my biggest thing. Don't be afraid to be alone. I was alone for after my divorce. I was alone for maybe 2 3 no, I'm gonna say 2 years. And granted, I dated, but it was never anything really serious. Like, you have to find yourself when you coming out of stuff. Find yourself. Find yourself in everything. Find your peace. Find your inner knowing. Find God. There we go. Find God. The nun also, okay, she talks about picking and choosing and unlocking our gifts. She talks about knowing that your gifts are always working. Again, living in the knowing. Knowing your gifts are always working, even when it's not a positive outcome for you. When, like I said, letting go of Tyrone, that may be one of your gifts, unlocking your intuitiveness. Like, you know what, this motherfucker keep lying, cheating. I don't have time for it. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Unlock your gifts. Listen to your knowing. Listen to your inner knowing, and let things go. A lot of times we question it when we don't see the answers. We don't see it working for us. We question it, but always know that it's working for you. Even when it don't look like it's working. Even when it look like you gotta let some shit go. Know that, hey, I gotta let that go so something better can come in. I love it. I love it. Like they say, when one door closes, another one open. Does it open right when the other one closes? No, not all the time. But be patient. Wait, what you rushing for? Wait. Wait on some stuff. Wait on God. The nun also talks about knowing when your mind is not playing tricks on you. And that's a good one. To me, that reverts back to clarity. Having a clear mind, you'll know that, okay, I'm thinking this for a reason. I'm feeling this for a reason. So I really like that when she said that, knowing your mind's not playing tricks on you. She says why you need clarity on what you already know. We're very inquisitive people. So a lot of times when it's not working, when it don't look like it's working for your good, you'll be like, oh, I need clarity on that. Just know that, hey, this is how it is. This is how it unfolded. This is how the red carpet rolled out. Walk on it. Like, don't keep looking for the answers when you already have the answers. You already have the answers. We are so inquisitive. It's crazy, but we'll sit back and, because it don't look like what we want, I'm going to wait for something else. The Bible say, lean not onto your own understanding. Lean not onto your own understanding. And that's something that we really need to exercise in our daily lives. You know, pick up on your inner knowing. Pick up on your intuitiveness. And she also talks about, do you really want to know if it's petty bullshit? Do you really want the answers if it's some petty bullshit? Do you? Because you already have the answers. But we'll keep going back asking, okay, I need the answer to this. Okay, it comes to you. And like I said, it may not come the way you want it to. It may not come in the form or the answer that you think it should. So you'll keep waiting. No. Pick up your intuitiveness. Pick up on that shit. It's real. Pick up on that. My apologies. Pick up on that intuitiveness. It's real. It is so real.